Okay, let's talk about something that I think we can all agree is universally frustrating. Passwords. But what if I told you we're on the verge of finally getting rid of them for good? We're going to take a deep dive into the tech that promises to do just that.
I mean, right? Who isn't? You know the drill. You create a super complex password, you try to remember it, you forget it, you reset it, and the whole cycle just starts all over again. It's more than just annoying, though. It's actually a massive, massive security risk.
So just how big of a problem is it? Well, check this out. A staggering 80%. According to Verizon's big annual data breach report, 80% of all breaches are tied to weak or stolen credentials. That means the very thing we use to protect ourselves is the weak link in 4 out of every 5 attacks. That's just wild.
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? Our oldest security habit has become our biggest vulnerability. It's not just that we forget them, we reuse them across dozens of sites, we make them way too simple, and we get tricked by phishing attacks all the time. The reality is, billions of our passwords are just out there on the dark web, basically for sale.
So, if passwords are the problem, what's the solution? Well, this is where we meet the passkey. And this isn't just some random startup's idea. We're talking about the heavy hitters, Apple, Google, Microsoft, all banding together. This is their big, unified plan to finally, hopefully, get us to a passwordless future.
So what on earth is a passkey? Well, think of it like a unique digital key that's stored securely right on your phone or your computer. Instead of you typing in a secret, this key does all the work. And how do you use the key? You just unlock it with something that's totally unique to you. Your face, your fingerprint, you get the idea.
Okay, so how does this magic actually work? The technology behind it has a kind of scary name, public key cryptography. But don't worry, the concept itself is actually incredibly simple and elegant when you break it down. Let's take a look. Here it is, in just 3 steps. First, when you sign up for a service, your phone creates a pair of connected keys. One is a private key, and this is the important part. It never leaves your device. Ever. Think of it as your secret personal key. Step 2, the other key, the public key, gets sent to the website. This is like giving them a special lock that only your private key can open. And finally, when you log in, you just scan your face or fingerprint. That's you telling your device, hey, go prove we have the private key, and it opens that public lock without ever sharing the secret key itself.
And this right here, this is the absolute game changer. Think about it. When a website gets hacked today, the criminals steal your actual password. And then they can try that password on your email, your bank account, everywhere. But with passkeys, the only thing a hacker could possibly steal from a server is that public key, that public lock. And without the private key stored on your phone, that lock is completely and utterly useless. There's no secret to steal anymore.
So what does all this techie stuff mean for you, just trying to log into things? Well, first, it's pretty much phishing-proof. A fake website can't trick you into giving up a password that you don't even have. Second, no more password agony. No creating them, no remembering them, no resetting them. It's just boom, you're in. And the best part, it all syncs automatically through your Apple or Google account, so your passkeys are just there, ready to go on your new phone or your laptop.
Okay, I know what you're probably thinking. This all sounds a little too good to be true. And you know what? It's right to be a little skeptical. No technology is perfect. And to really understand what's happening, we have to look at the trade-offs, because there are definitely some real concerns here.
Exactly. This is the question we should always ask. What's the catch? What are the potential downsides of moving to this new system?
Well, for starters, adoption is going to take a while. Every single website and app has to decide to support this, and that's not going to happen overnight. Then there's the whole device issue. I mean, what does happen if you lose your phone? There are recovery options, but it's a valid worry. And maybe the biggest question of all, are we just trading one problem for another? Are we escaping passwords just to become even more locked in to the Apple or Google ecosystem? For a while at least, it's going to be a messy mix of both.
And here's a fascinating, kind of wild wrinkle in all this. It's a legal one. In many places, you have a right against self-incrimination, which means you can't be forced to give up a password that's in your head. But your face, your fingerprint, the law is a lot murkier on that. It's a really interesting and maybe a little concerning gray area that we're just starting to figure out.
So where does all this leave us? You've got these incredible benefits on one side and some pretty serious concerns on the other. So what does this road to a passwordless future actually look like? Well, it is definitely not going to be like flipping a switch. It's a transition, and it's going to be gradual.
And look, this isn't some far-off, hypothetical thing. This is happening right now. Apple built this into their system with iOS 16. Google started making passkeys the default for personal accounts back in 2023. You can already use them on huge sites like PayPal and eBay. Most experts agree that while passwords won't vanish tomorrow, they'll probably feel like ancient history for most of us within the next 10 years.
And so, that leaves us with the big, final question, the one we're all going to have to grapple with. Are passkeys truly the end of passwords, this elegant solution we've been waiting for? Or are we just swapping the chaos of password managers and data breaches for a new kind of lock-in? where we're even more dependent on a few giant tech companies. That is the fundamental trade-off we're making as we step into this new era. Thanks for tuning in.